So what other thoughts or concerns, anything like that, do you have? Questions in any direction on anything?
I don't know.
Oh. So no other concerns whatsoever that you've...
Just, I remember when I was doing it before, a lot of the pyramid objections would come up. Like, they would say, pyramids are bad and this and that, and they don't work, and I kind of developed that same mentality afterwards, after I was figuring out, oh, this really isn't working,
So what is a pyramid?
It's where the person at the top makes all the money, and all the people below you are working for you, pretty much, and you're just making all the money.
Would it surprise you to tell you that there are people in my organization who are making more money than me?
How is that possible?
It's not a pyramid. It's what you just described. There is such a thing. But if a person doesn't understand something, then they kind of group it all together. Just a little quick story. My son, when he was just a little guy, he'd be sitting in his high chair, or not in his high chair, but in his car seat. We'd be driving down the road, and I would say, I'd point to a car, and I'd say, car, and he'd go, car, right? And so after a while, he got to where we'd just drive down the road, and he'd go, car. Oh, good. A bus goes by, and I pointed, and I said, bus, and he goes, car. I confused him. He thought I was lying to him, because he knew anything that rolled was a car. And so I pulled up next to a bus. I got out, and I pointed to our car and showed him different things about a bus that allowed him to see the difference between a car and a bus. Then he could call a bus, and he could call a motorcycle a motorcycle. You get the idea?
Yeah.
So when someone doesn't understand a legitimate network marketing company, they can call it a pyramid, but it's not any different than my son pointing to a bus and calling it a car. Is that he doesn't know the difference. That's why I ask you, what is a pyramid? So that you can distinguish between the two.
Okay.
Make sense?